I'm here at the launch of the brand new Citroen C3. But before I tell you more about the car and get to drive it and all of that sort of stuff, something happened last night, so let's check that out first. Yeah, so last night was pretty cool. So now that we've looked at that, it's time to have a look at the cars. So let's go do that. Each launch always starts off with a bit of a business presentation from the brand, telling us exactly about the car, why they brought it in, into what segment, etc. This C3 is going to be competing in the B segment, and here they're just giving you a quick breakdown of what that looks like compared with SUVs and hatches, etc. And then here they're showing that they are targeting the most popular price brackets, but the variety of cars in the segment is very low. So this is where they're hoping to stand out. And then to stand out even more, they have to make sure that they are offering a car that ticks off the boxes for the consumers. And as you can see here, there's a lot. And they've done it at a price of 229,900 Rand, which is quite impressive. But I will put on screen quickly a quick comparison with some of its competitors. And then they've kept it quite simple by offering you a base model with different types of accessory packs to add onto it at a pretty reasonable price. And the whole thing about this C3 is being able to express yourself properly. And I think they've done that quite well by giving people the option to make their C3 stand out. Okay, all the presentations and business stuff out of the way, let's have a look at this brand new little Frenchie from Citroen. And I must say, it looks really nice. And it's cool to see them all alongside each other with the different contrasting colors and roofs and all of that sort of thing. But one thing you will notice is that they all have the same color. Well, that's because it only comes out in 4 colors. Citroen are only bringing them out in these colors that you see on screen, where you are able to mix and match the body colors and the roofs and the mirrors and all of that sort of thing. But if this is all about being able to express yourself and individualize your cars, then you might need a little bit more color than this, because they're all going to start looking the same eventually. Okay, back to the cars. And as you can see here, this is the base level car. So this is what you will buy without any accessories on it. So there's no fog lights. You are getting the steel wheels with the hubcaps. But what is nice is you get this really beautiful paint, as well as gloss back mirrors. This is all standard on, your entry level car that you're getting. And then looking at the inside of the Citroen C3, you can see it's still a quirky little French car. You've got a really nice shaped steering wheel. You've got a little digital display up front here for the driver. You've also got a 10-inch infotainment with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. It comes in a 5-speed manual. You've got a physical handbrake. You've got these very basic cloth seats up front. They're quite comfortable, but you can feel that they're entry level, as well as a full bench seat at the back. It's also important to note that you do have full electric windows all around too. And then coming into the boot here, once you find the little latch that opens it, it opens, and you'll be pleasantly surprised with the space in the back here. It's quite large, especially for this category. It's quite deep too, so you'll be able to fit everything you need. And then here's the view from the back. As you can see, all the different color options and contrasting colors. The gloss black roof rails, which look really nice. I've got a nice organic shape to them too. But yeah, this rear 3/4 view is not my favorite. I feel it's a little bit too boxy. But I guess that's the trade-off in price, giving the most space inside, the smallest wheels on the outside. And that's a decision that I think I need to respect. So that's everything from an exterior point of view on the new C3. I think it's time we take it for a drive and see how this little 1.2 litre 5-speed manual operates on the road. But before we take it for a drive, I thought I'd introduce my driving partner for today. And you might recognize him or even recognize the voice. Mr. How Much?
Hello, hello.
How are you doing, bud?
Good, man.
Cool. Are you looking forward to driving this car?
Yes, I am.
Okay, cool. I'm looking forward to all of the information and pricing and cost of ownership. I think you got that covered for us, don't you?
Yes, guys. Support local YouTube.
There we go. Okay, it's time to drive the new Citroen C3. So we're going to take it out for a quick drive and see what it's like, get our first impressions, and see what it's got to offer. It's a new budget car in the B segment, or B SUV segment. It's selling for 229,000 Rand, so just under 230. And you're getting a 1.2 litre naturally aspirated engine, putting out, I think it's 61 kilowatts and 115 newton meters of torque. So not a lot of power. It's not turbocharged, but at the price points and who the car has been designed and made for and is being sold for, I think it's okay. But yeah, we'll have to see what it's like. And a reminder, Mr. How Much next to me here.
Hello, hello.
But make sure that you watch both of our videos because we're both making one and we're each gonna probably have our own impressions. Okay, so far so good. The ride's pretty comfortable. One thing you'll notice about getting into your best seat position is that they do actually give you an extra lever to adjust the height of it, which some of the other cars don't do. But with me being so tall, I've already hit the bottom, so it didn't really give me much of an advantage. And then yeah, just from a driving point of view in front here, you don't actually have a full cluster. It's not like it's analog either. It's a little digital screen about this big, and it just really gives you your speed, your fuel, your temperatures, and like your trip meter. So you can't actually see what your revs are, and it's a bit weird in a manual because you want to know when you need to be changing gears, but you can't actually do that. So it's a bit strange. You've got to kind of rely on your hearing and understanding what an engine should sound like. So yeah, so far so good. What do you think?
What he said, I agree.
Okay, so we've been driving for probably about half an hour now, and it's one of those cars that's what you're looking at is what you get. So it's just under 230,000 Rand, so you should expect an interior that's filled with plastic and that sort of thing. But I think because it's Citroen, it's a French car, they like to add a bit of character and je ne sais quoi to it. So what you'll see in here is that they've given you a lot of character to it. So you've got orange bits and pieces, you've got modified looking vents, where they could have just kept the stuff boring and black plastics and stuff like that. So I think it's quite cool what they've done here. They understand the market. People still want to drive a car that they like looking at, and I think Citroen's delivered that, and they've given you a 10-inch display here. Almost missed the turn.
Oh, I thought they were with us. Or maybe
They
you
are.
have arrived.
Sorry guys, we're a little confused as to where to go. Sorry about that. I think performance is what's to be expected. It's not quick by any means, but you know, when you hit the uphills, you drop a few gears, it feels well composed, so not bad at all, and it'll get you from A to B affordably. So I've had my turn to drive this little Frenchie, and I think they've got quite a compelling product here. So it's priced pretty well. It's in a really competitive segment, and looking at some of the numbers that I would have shown you from the presentations earlier, there aren't that many cars in the segment, variety of cars to choose from. So I think they've kind of put all of their hopes into this car as to be their big selling one for the brand, and I think that they've got a good product here to sell. From a price point, from what you've got on offer here, I think it's really compelling, and when I get it on test, I can then look at it in detail and see exactly which are the stronger and better competitors that I can kind of put it up against, because I think there's quite a few, and I think some of them do beat it in some aspects. So we'll chat about that a little later too. I just had a quick look at the fuel economy, and we're currently sitting on 6.8 liters per 100 Ks. They do claim 5.6, so we're a bit ways away from that, but I think we've obviously been needing to test it to see how it responds and that sort of thing. We've tested it off of the robot lines as well a couple times just to see how it handles it, and it's been okay. But yeah, I think on the open road and not so much stop-go traffic, it could be achievable, but we'll see. And then quick shout out to my co-driver Bongs, Mr. How Much? Thank you for driving me with me today. And without giving away too much so people can go watch your review, what are your initial first impressions?
I like it for the price. Well done, Citroen. Well done.
There you have it, from the man. Yeah, okay, cool. So thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, so when I do have the car on test, I'll do a full review for you guys. If you enjoyed this, drop a like too, and comment if there's any other cars you want me to review, or anything else you want to know about any car in the market, and I'll be gladly happy to help out with that. So until then, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.